In the world of power and innovation, perception is everything. One brilliant idea can build an empire or destroy one. This is the story of a young woman who promised to change medicine forever and built a billion-dollar dream on lies, ambition, and illusion. At just 19, Elizabeth Holmes dropped out of Stanford University with a dream that sounded impossible. She said she could run hundreds of medical tests using only one drop of blood. It was an idea that promised to change healthcare forever. Fast results, no needles, and lower costs. Investors loved it. The media called her a prodigy. Holmes modeled herself after Steve Jobs. Same black turtleneck, same calm confidence, same vision of changing the world. By the time she appeared on magazine covers and major talk shows, everyone believed the story. A young woman had built the future of medicine. In 2003, Elizabeth Holmes founded her company Theranos. The mission was bold: to make blood testing fast, affordable, and accessible to everyone. She promised that with just one drop of blood, her machines could detect diseases long before symptoms appeared. Investors were hypnotized. Walgreens, Safeway, and powerful billionaires lined up to invest. By 2014, Theranos was valued at over $9 billion. Holmes became the youngest self-made female billionaire, and the world believed she was unstoppable. But behind the sleek glass walls of Theranos, whispers began to spread. Employees noticed something strange. The machines didn't always work. Results were inconsistent. Tests failed. When questions were raised, Holmes demanded silence. Critics were fired or threatened. Engineers knew the technology wasn't ready, but the dream and the money were too big to stop. Theranos kept growing, but under the surface, its empire was already cracking. In 2015, the Wall Street Journal published an investigation that changed everything. Reporter John Carreyrou exposed the truth. Theranos technology didn't work. The company had secretly used traditional lab machines while claiming its own devices were revolutionary. Overnight, Theranos went from miracle to scandal. Investors fled. Walgreens ended their deal. The government opened investigations. The woman once called a genius was now being called a fraud. By 2018, Theranos had collapsed. Elizabeth Holmes and her partner, Sunny Balwani, were charged with massive fraud. Once worth billions, the company was now worthless. In 2022, Holmes was sentenced to 11 years in prison. Her story became a warning about power, greed, and the illusion of success. In the end, the same confidence that made her famous became the reason for her downfall. The billion-dollar dream had turned into a billion-dollar lie. Not every empire is built on truth.
Declassified Ages, where history reveals its secret. Like, share, and subscribe.